Return. Stop with left control.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Blind Intelligence, where the rules, rights, and the responsibilities put you back in control. How you doing? This is another Friday. And I want to tell you, thank you for watching. Drop me a comment on the video, and hey, look, listen, click like and share, and and share this video out. It's very important. This man, click like and share. But in today's video, I kind of want to get into stressors, not dresses, stresses that the debt collectors put people in. Whether you're a single mom, whether you're a student, whether you're disabled, whether you're just an everyday person. You know what I'm saying? Even a business owner, stresses. Them stresses is something else. And a lot of times, the debt collectors depends on stress. That's their foundation, in my opinion. That's their foundation of how they can extrapolate or extract money from you, in terms of paying debts that you don't owe, going over the statute of limitation or collecting on a debt, whatever it is in your state. Not only just the stresses, but also the hoping that you don't know. But that's going to be for another subject. That's going to be another video. But I want to talk about stresses. But they prey on, they stress you. And how do they stress you is, the calls. You get these calls all the time from them. Let's say you owe a personal loan, they call you. Then you go in there and you pay them, they call you back. They might call you while you're up in the joint, while you up in there paying them. I'm telling you. So, and it stresses. Constantly calling, being persistent, until you understand that, hey, look, listen, y'all need to cease and desist. Some of them don't listen. They don't listen. And a lot of us get frustrated with the stress so bad, we don't even want to go through the rigmarole with taking them to court. We don't even want to deal with them. They don't want them no type of way. No type of way. We don't even want to take them to court. We're so stressed with them. And see, this is how they get you. This is one of the foundational aspects, one of the foundational pillars of how the debt collectors get you. It's 4 pillars. It's 4 pillars. Don't believe it. It's 4 pillars that holds up them debt collectors on how they can get money out of you. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them. I'm gonna go into a lot of them, in days to come. But this is one of them. And it's very, very, because it is stressful. And they want it that way. A lot of times, you ever notice something? You ever notice you just pay a debt just so it can go away? Heck, you'll pay your significant other's debt so it can go away because it's bugging you. It's bugging you. They phone blowing up and it blowing up. You got to hear it. The folks calling you again. You know what I'm saying? The folks calling you again. Man. They call you on your job. Stressor. You know what I'm saying? You just, like I said, you pay it just so it can go away. Is that the right thing to do? You think so at the time, so you won't be stressed. I know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. When I was in that situation, it made me, it really did something to me. Number one, you gotta know what your rights are. You gotta know what your rights are, because if you know what your rights are, you won't be stressed. That's number one. And see, it happened to me because that was the number one reason why it had happened to me. And I can tell you exactly what I was feeling. And the reason why I was feeling that, because I didn't know my rights. I didn't know my rights. You must know your rights. Utterly important. Look, before I go any further, this is not legal advice, this is not financial advice. If you would like legal advice or financial advice, then I suggest you find yourself a competent professional, and please be advised. But the strangest thing about this, the strangest thing about the stress. And they use all different types of tactics. They even use the tactic where they say, I'm just trying to help you. Man, help the bear. Help the bear. You call me all times of day and all times of night, talking about, then you want to come in, you want to conversate with me and say you want to help me? Man, help the bear. Get his phone number and call him up. Get the bear phone number and call that joker up and see what he tell you. Leave me alone. But like I said, you don't know though. You don't know, because you don't know what your rights are. And that is how they get you. See, they call you because they know you don't know what your rights are. Man, I'm telling you straight up. You gotta have let me tell you something. You gotta be bold. You gotta have firepower. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the firepowers when you make an opening statement in your admonitions. You need to know what to say to these people. You can't tuck your tail between your legs and crawl up into a corner and expect it to go away. Nah, you can't do that. You can't hide up in the statue like a lion. You know, it's like that old cowardly lion or Wizard of Oz. Because it don't make no damn difference on what the situation is. It's still gonna come for you. It's still gonna what? It's still coming at you. The problem is still existing. And the only way that you can deal with it is you need to know what your rights are. Study that consumer law. Study the consumer law in all of it. Every last bit of it. You know what I'm saying? Study it. Find out. Look, let me tell you something. Okay. Look at it this way. Look at it this way, right? As you watching this video, right? Right now, what do you have? If you're going through that right now at this point, what do you have right now? If you don't, what are you going to lose if you don't listen to somebody? What are you losing if you don't find the answers that you need? What are you going to lose? You know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. If you're not listening to my video or someone else's video about this matter, so you can get up out this thing, because you're so prideful, you might turn away from this video. You might not even look at this video all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? And that's your choice. But what I'm saying is, even if you don't look at this video to the end, You need to look at somebody's video. You know what I'm saying? Get what you need. If you just got to get something, get what you need out the video, get it. And then move on. You know what I'm saying? But my point is that you need to get the help that you need. That's the point. Don't sit there and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look, Isaiah Thomas said, either I'm going to shoot us in or I'm going to shoot us out. But I'm not going to do anything. Remember that? When he played for the Pistons, he said, I'm going to shoot us in or I'm going to shoot us out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with this. Either you going to watch a video, read a book, what you going to do? Because right now, you stressed out. You turn on to this video because you trying to find another option. Ain't no other option. News break. Hello? McFly? Hello? McFly? There is no other option. There is no other option. Because if you turn off my video, turn on another video, they're going to say the same thing. May not be the exact same thing I'm saying, but they're going to say the same thing. I guarantee you that. Because there is nothing else. There is nothing else. You have to deal with them. You have to learn how to do a cease and desist letter. You got to be ready to go to court. Be ready. Be prepared to go to court. Answer those letters when they come to your. Answer them debt collection letters. Answer Midland funding. Answer portfolio recovery. Let me tell you why. Because they ain't got. You don't have a contract with them. That right there automatically with an affidavit. You want an affidavit? You won. Don't you know you got it in the bag? I had a client that had it in the bag. All they had to do was write an affidavit. But they had it in the bag. They didn't have to write the affidavit because the judge saw the document, the current document, where it showed that they didn't owe. But they still stand to fight. And that's exactly what you're going to do. That's exactly what you're going to do. Because it's overwhelming. Your adrenaline is like out through the roof. It's over. Trust me, courts is overwhelming. Attorneys is overwhelming. And they know it. They know when they talk to you how high your adrenaline is. You gotta remember, these folks take psychology. They know psychology. They know the words, the right words to say to you to get your adrenaline up. So you can slur, slip, and fall into your words. So they can catch you. So they can catch you. No. I don't have no contract with Midland Funding. Let me give you some sauce real quick. This is real right here. Did you know, real talk, no BS, a lot of attorneys don't even know what the law is? A lot of attorneys don't know what the law is that they breaking. You got some attorneys that are debt collectors, they don't even know the law. They don't even know consumer law. They just trying to collect it. They're just trying to collect debts. They don't know about House Resolution 237. They don't know about that. They don't know about how attorneys and debt collectors can't wear two. The attorneys can't wear two hats. You're a debt collector or you're an attorney. They can't wear two hats. They don't. I'm telling you. You sit there, you can think that them attorneys know every damn thing. You're gonna be up for a rude awakening. Watch what I tell you. This is something that I've experienced on my own, and I'm telling you this for a fact. I got to deal with these attorneys. They don't know. They don't know. I'm telling you what they know. They know procedure. They know procedures. I'm telling you what it is. It's their duty to know procedures. You remember that movie, My Cousin Vinny? Remember the movie with Joe Pesci and the real tall guy from what's that old, you know, say that old, what's this show, the Munsters. Remember the Munsters? He was the tall guy. He played Frankenstein. Well, he was the judge. That's the same guy, right? And I think what's her name? Melissa Torme. You know what I mean? Yo, you remember in that movie, if you can remember that movie, come up and go back and look at it. How when he first came there to get his cousin, I think his cousin or something like that, out of jail, whatever. He gave him this book on Alabama procedures. That was the realest thing that you could get to. He said, I expect you to know this when you come into my court. That's what they know. You get you a book, a form and pleadings book and procedures and all of that. Man, you go in there, you could be, if you got the right paperwork, and you dress right, then here you partner. I look, no way I'm telling you to go in there and try that mess, cause yo, but I'm telling you, that's all they know is procedures. I got a Mississippi procedure book on myself. I ain't gonna lie, I read maybe a few chapters out of it, but I didn't read the whole book. But I do have the book. Because I understood it was important to know. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, these debt collectors, these attorneys, they don't know. And they posture themselves like they do. That's psychology, man. It's to get you all worked up. I'm gonna give you a case in point. I'm dealing with a case right now for myself personally. Right? I'm not gonna tell you I'm not gonna tell you what the contents of the case is. But I'm dealing with a case. And I'm dealing with an attorney. And this attorney don't know the law. They're hired to go in and represent and speak on behalf of their client. But they don't know the law. And when you don't understand what the law is, and they do, let me say that if an attorney don't know what the law is and you do, you won. Because the judge, think about it. Just think about it for 1 second. It ain't about what you know, it's what you can prove. Right? It's, that's the old saying. It's not about what you know, what you can prove. Alright. I can prove it. I can prove my case. If I go to court, I can prove my case, and I know what the law is. So I don't give a ding dong whether if it's a bench trial. That means you got 12. It's a jury. That's a bench trial. You got a jury. Then you got a jury trial. You got a bench trial. The bench trial is the judge, whether if it's a jury trial or a bench trial. You know what I'm saying? Jury trial, 12. Bench trial, judge. The jury trial is gonna go by what the facts are. The judge gonna go by what the law is. I know the law and I know the facts. So let's play, baby. We can play all day. Do you want to go home? You want to go to jail? What we doing, man? What we doing? What we doing? And this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. Dad, this is what I'm trying to tell you, Dad. You gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know, man. And I'm talking about you need to go with what? Clean hands. In good faith. And you win. You gotta have clean. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there trying to argue. Don't go in there and dishonor yourself. Don't go in there. Let me tell you something. And let me tell you something else that these attorneys will do. They will piss you off. That's something that they rage bait. That's their job. They are number one rage baiters. They are number one rage baiters. Do you know, in that proceeding that I have attended, they were trying to rage bait me, but I kept my composure. I had a poker face on, just like a poker player. I don't know nothing about poker. Only thing I know about poker is the poker that they play on the on the slot machines. Cause I used to watch my father play poker on that on that machine. Remember it was a little touch screen back in the days. They had the little thing. You go in and you touch it and you could zip out the cards. Remember that back in the days? I remember that. I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch him do that, and I used to watch him. And he used to tell me the difference between the cards, how the cards move. You know what I'm saying? The 4 aces, the 4 kings, and the flushes, the royal flushes, and how much they paid, and what paid the most. All of this and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I understood it in that way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about this, the play. I'm quite sure it's the same concept. But what I'm saying is that, and I understood that, and I do understand the psychology of having a poker face, because you don't want to let them know what you got. You don't want to give them no indication that you got a good hand. See, let me tell you something. One thing about I know about life, and this is life we're talking about. This is not just about debts and credits. You know what I'm saying? This is about life. This is what this whole thing is about. One thing I do know about life is when you're the opposing side, you never let them see you sweat. You got look. You can play. Let me tell you something else. I guess this was the first thing I want to tell you. Let me tell you something else about having a hand. Excuse me. About being dealt a hand. I don't care if you got a bad hand. You ever play Pity Pat? And you got all odd cards, and you got one matching pair. So you got a crappy hand. You know what I'm saying? 5 cards and you got 5 cards and no pairs. And you plucking and still ain't getting nothing. And everybody else down to 1 card. And here you still holding these 5 cards. You still holding these 5 cards in your hand. Man, pluck one. Take one and put it down. See, if you know how to play your hand, the other players will get nervous. You can have a bad hand, but if you play your cards right, see where I'm going, right? If you play your cards right, you gonna come out winner. Because when you pick up the next card and you put it in your hand, put that card down and drop it, it's a wrap. It everybody else waiting for their main card. But you got all. But the bad part about it, you got all their cards in their hand. You got the matching cards that they need. How about that? That's how you play the game, babe. Y'all play Gin Rummy? Gin Rummy played like that. All I'm saying, it doesn't matter what kind of hand you're dealt. It's about the player, not the hand. I have been dealt with a lot of bad hands. A lot. In life. But how you play it is what makes you victorious. And knowing what your rights are, and knowing consumer law, and how to position yourself, hell, you could posture yourself just like them. You know why? Because a lot of them don't even know consumer law. Once you start quoting off them consumer laws, boom, boom, and you be like, yo, this right here don't apply to that, that don't apply to this, and you become real good at it, guess what? They become nervous. What does she know? What does he know? And you start writing letters, sending out affidavits, swearing up on the penalties of perjury. What do they know? See, but they're gonna try to still play. See, they got a poker face too now. Let me just tell you, the opposite side is that's why they opposing side, because they're good. They're real good too. They're real good at what they do. I'm telling you. But they're not gonna let you know that they're sweating. See what I'm saying? They don't know. They're not gonna let you know that you got them in the bag. You don't think I had that attorney in the bag when that attorney was so glad y'all follow me? Because I'm telling you straight from there, I really hope and pray. Whatever happens, I hope and pray. We go to court. If I have to go to, I want the arbitration. If I gotta go to court, then we're gonna go to court. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm gonna get suited and booted. Cause look, I got my evidence. Do you want to go home or you want to go to jail? I got my evidence. I'm not playing. And I'm gonna and see, let me tell you, the problem is they never know. They don't even know that I'm gonna put it in the affidavit. And I'm gonna file it in there with the case. Now they're going to have to counter the affidavit. Now what? I'm straight up. I ain't playing with them. I ain't playing with them. I'm bringing in 2 affidavits. My witness affidavit and mine. And I ain't even gonna get to say nothing. Look, let me tell you something. Ain't no talking with those documents. And that's the same thing, debtor. When a debt collector call you or send you a letter and you hadn't done anything with that debt collector or that debt junk buyer right? That debt junk buyer, you don't have to do anything in terms of arguing with them, fussing with them. Just all you gotta do, send them out a letter of debt validation and tell them to validate the debt to prove that I got a contract with you or you got an assignment with the creditor. And this whole matter will be resolved because you want a win-win deal. You don't want no trouble. I don't want to have to go to court. I just want to be able to let me pay what I owe. If I have to pay you, then I'll pay you. But first, you're going to have to validate this debt. And 9, I can tell you 10 times out of 10, off the rip, if it's a debt junk buyer, they ain't going to be able to do it. It's going to go away. They might still send you letters. But I would make copies. I would send a certified mail, get a return receipt, with an either or an affidavit of mailing, or both. You know what I'm saying? And you get an affidavit of mailing. Let me tell you something. It ain't a ding dong thing they can do about it. They can't rebut it. Because they'll be lying. Because they're going to have to prove it. That they got a contract with you. Because that's what's going to be in your affidavit. They got to prove that. If they counter that affidavit, they got to prove that. They got to prove. It's the one who asserts, not the one who denies. So, you bringing me into court. Okay, I got my affidavit. You want to go home? You want to go to jail? Alright, well, you counter this affidavit. Okay, cool. Prove the case. See, you see the strategy? People play chess with a checker mindset. But you got to play checkers with a chess mindset. How about that? You like that one? I hope, marinate on that one. I hope that resonates. Please. Oh. Share it out. Like it. For real. I'm trying to give you the best of what I got. Because if you can't give your best for free, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. They think they playing chess. But they playing chess with a checker mindset. And this is what they're doing. Because what they're doing is they're trying to test you to see if you know what you're doing. See, this is what they're doing. They might move out a pawn. To see what you're going to do. Might move out another pawn, see what you're going to do. You moving out your little pawn. You doing your thing. And all of a sudden, blah! You done moved your knight out. What's happening, y'all? What's going on? They be like, oh, snap! You done swapped your rook with your king. And hit the clock. Boom! What up? Now they know you ain't playing. So now they're going to gain another respect for you. So now they're going to play. Now they're ready to play. But by the time that they got ready to play, since they've been playing around you, it's too late. You done already positioned yourself to checkmate them. You done already positioned yourself. It's called, you want to play with me. I'm going to let you play. I'm going to play your game. I'm going to let you play checkers with me. Because when I decide to stop playing with you, I'm just going to play checkers until I get you in a position to where you checkmate. Game over. Just lay it down. lay king down. It's over with. Your queen can't even come out because your knight or your rook or your knight's behind is right in front of it, so it can't move. It can't do nothing. Just lay the king down. Lay your king down. So what? You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's Friday. Yo, I just wanted to come on here to say, know what your rights are and don't get in no more trouble. Listen to me. If you have any questions about anything dealing with this, I'm at blindintelligence718@gmail.com. Please get in contact with me. If you're serious, but that's only if you're serious, I'm at blindintelligence 718@gmail.com, and I'll answer any questions that you have. Thanks for watching here. We'll talk to y'all next week.